Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Fusion here, bringing a brand new video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to stream Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Warzone, Call of Duty Cold War with a single PC setup. So, most likely if you're watching this video, you just got your PC, or this is your first time streaming Call of Duty, and the thing is, Call of Duty is just not, it's not optimized for PC, and it's good, it's most likely not going to change. Hopefully it changes next year, but the game is just not optimized with streaming and gaming on the same PC. So there's a lot of settings that you have to mess with, and I figured I'd take all the information that I've learned and how to stream Call of Duty and just put it into one video for you guys, because I know a lot of people are having trouble with that. So there's a lot of settings, in-game settings, Streamlabs, and then there's a software that I think you guys should download as well. And yeah, let's get straight to it. First thing, as you can see, I have Streamlabs open right there. That probably looks terrible with you guys see through a tunnel, but anyways, you're gonna go ahead and click on settings. Okay, now if you're already streaming, go ahead and turn the stream off and get these settings, go through all the settings, and then start the stream back up. But first thing that we're gonna go to is output. Okay, so output, this is what I have. Bit rate is for basically, it all depends on everybody's internet. I have 1,000 Google Fiber, so I have mine on 5,000. I could probably up that if I really wanted to. You can mess around with that setting, find out what's going on with you, or what's the best for you. Oh, one thing that you do want to do is go to your encoder right here, and you want to switch that to hardware NVEC new. Okay, so I have mine on the encoder new, so make sure you do that. Next is rate control, CBR, and then profile on high. Look ahead is checked, and so is psycho visual tuning. And then for GPU, I just put on to 0, max speed frames 2. All right, so audio, that's your own thing. Now video. So I know I might get a lot of hate for this one in the comments and just in general, but if you have to, go down on a lower resolution. Go to like just get off it, go to like 720p, or you can try it on 1080 as well. But mess around, find out what's going on with you. Everybody's PC is different, different specs and everything like that. Call of Duty is such a huge like CPU-based game, so it might depend on what kind of CPU that you have. So next, we are going to change our downscale filter to Lanczos. Anyways, you know what it is. You see right there. Change that to that. Common FPS values, and this is another thing too. I have mine set on 60. However, don't be afraid to go down to 48. I know you're like, dude, 60 frames is low enough. I know, it's okay. It's okay. FPS shooters, honestly, you won't see the difference between 60 and 48 FPS. I am able to stream Call of Duty on 60 FPS, but I could honestly go down to 48, and you guys will see the same results, whether if it was on 60 FPS or 40. All right, so change that to that. In advance, I don't believe there's anything you guys have to change. Advance is good. All right, so there's that. Okay, so another thing is that many of you guys, here, let me move that up. Many of you guys may stream your game through window capture. Make sure you have game capture. So the way to do that is that you have game capture pulled up. You have to launch Cold War, and then you have to click Black Ops Cold War, and it should switch. All right, so for that, I have a limit capture frame rate, capture cursor. You can see the settings right there. Hook rate set to normal. Okay, so make sure you use game capture. That helps a lot with like FPS lag. Don't use display capture. Make sure you're using game capture when you are in Streamlabs. Alright guys, before we move on to Cold War, there was a couple other things I wanted to touch on about Streamlabs. One thing is when you are streaming and you right click on your screen, go ahead and put that in performance mode. That will help with the FPS lag as well. So basically what that looks like is like that. That way it doesn't show two different versions, one going to Twitch or YouTube and then the other one on your Streamlabs here. So that will help as well. Next thing is type in Streamlabs in your taskbar and run as administrator before you stream and before you open Streamlabs. This will also help with FPS, frame drops, and everything like that. I personally don't run as administrator, but some people may have to. This will also help with your FPS as well. So I just wanted to add that in there, and yeah, let's head on over to Cold War. Alrighty guys, I just talked about Streamlabs and all the settings you need for that. Next thing I'm going to talk about is the Cold War settings. So you just load into Cold War and go over to graphics. So the thing about settings is that everything depends on your RAM usage or what kind of GPU card that you do have. I have the 2070 Super RTX, so whether you have that or not, if you have that or even better, then you can definitely run these settings that I have on mine. You can kind of mess around with them if you do have a lower graphics card, okay? So first thing, refresh rates is going to be set to your monitor refresh rate. I know mine's 60 Hertz. Don't bully me. I'm getting a new monitor for Christmas. Gameplay VSync, set that to disabled. Menu VSync disabled. NVIDIA Reflex low latency, I have mine at normal. You can also mess around with that. Make sure your display resolution is set to 1080p. Next, brightness, that's up to you. Frame rate, here's the thing. A lot of people have theirs to unlimited, okay? I don't agree with that at all, alright? I have mine set to custom, and you'll be able to stream the game a lot better. It'll just look a lot better on stream. You'll be able, the FPS drop. This is what fixed my game, honestly, a lot. Make sure you have your frame rate in-game set to whatever hertz your monitor is, okay? If you have a 144 hertz monitor, 155, 160 is perfect, okay? Or you can even just go set it at 144, okay? Or 145. But mess around with that. Menu, no matter what monitor you have, set this to 60. Same with minimize game frame rate. No one cares about the frame rate whenever you're in a pause menu or on the menu, alright? Just set those down to 60 and 30, okay? Texture quality high, model quality high. Make sure you have this downloaded. It's the HD game textures and models. If you have 1,000 card or lower, you most likely don't have to download it. But if you do have that, 2070 Super or above, definitely download this. It will make your game run or look a lot better. Special effects quality is set to medium. Screen space reflection disabled. Object view distance high. Water tessellation disabled. Volumetric lighting is set to low. Shadow quality, I have mine on medium. And then all the other shadows I have disabled, okay? Ray tracing, you don't need this. Don't need this on, okay? People think it's going to change the game and how it looks. It doesn't, okay? It may change it just a little bit, but you can read which, ray tracing changes. I have mine all set to disabled, okay? It shoots your VRAM usage all the way up. Look at this. Bam. Alright. I literally have mine disabled, okay? Gives you a lot wiggle room with other graphics. NVIDIA DLSS. Now, you may be going through all these settings. Why do I have these little pixels everywhere, okay? It almost looks like it just doesn't look good, right? So turn this to quality. It smooths out the gameplay, smooths out the graphics and everything like that, okay? Ambient and motion blur, disable those. Subsurface scattering, disable. And then order independent transparency, have mine set to low. You can go to disabled if you'd like, okay? VRAM usage, 80%. Display gamma, computer, sRGB. Display adapter, this is your graphics card, okay? Make sure all your shaders are downloaded and you've updated your driver on your graphics card as well, okay? Alright, what did I change? Oh, 75, there we go. Okay, next thing, you're going to hit Control-Alt-Delete. pull up Task Manager, and you're going to see that Call of Duty Cold War right here. You're going to see the power usage is very high. You're going to go over to Details, or you can even right-click and go to Details if you want. And you're going to see two different Cold Wars right here, okay? Right-click, hover over Set Priority, and make sure it's at Normal. It's most likely at High. This helps a lot on your CPU, and so and it doesn't make it make sure that Streamlabs is top priority and top recording. Okay, so make sure that is set to normal. Now here's the thing. I talked about Process Lasso. Okay, this is the software that I highly recommend that you guys download. I'll leave the link in the description below. But basically, whenever you close out a Cold War, the priority resets. So unless you want to open up Task Manager, and you most likely will forget to do this every single time you open the game, you're going to download Process Lasso. Somebody open that up real quick. And it should look like this, okay? Now, basically what Process Lasso does is it sets the priority and it keeps it there, whether you close the game or not. So as you can see, to Black Ops Cold Wars, I have them set to normal. Priority class, current, set it to normal, and then you can also change what it is always opening as, which is also normal, okay? You can see that right there, and right there. Okay, so that's why I really recommend Process Lasso. It helps a lot making sure that Cold War isn't taking up too much priority for your PC, especially if you're only streaming on one PC, okay? Alright, and I think that's it, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If there's anything that I missed, didn't cover, ask me in the comments below. I'll be able to answer them, those questions for you guys. But I wanted to get all the information from all the videos that I've watched and show you guys what actually works and what doesn't. So I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching this video. I will see you guys in the next video. I will leave Process Lasso link down below in the description, and I will see you guys later. All right, peace.